Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? Just sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He's got it. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 2-yard line. The good pick up there of 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Laquan Treadwell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Let's go.
Again, it's Foreman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Ohio! Let's go!
A carry for Foreman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's another 10 yards on that one, and another first down. Looking to throw on second down. Sutton eluding the pressure right. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. And that one results in 35 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Foreman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Lock Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right near the 27. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Amir Abdullah. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Amir Abdullah, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with a 2nd score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think I just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
Here we go.
And you have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Off play action. Sutton. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Operating from the gun. Sutton escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
On the toss, here's Foreman. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Just get out here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw on second down. Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Thorne. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looking to throw on second down. Sutton eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. And it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout.